John Dewey was America's foremost philosopher and philosopher of education. He was born in the 19th century in 1859, the same year as Darwin's Origin of Species was published, and so he experienced the Civil War. His father was a quartermaster in the Union Army, and the family traveled there, so he saw the Civil War. He lived until 1952, so he also experienced the atom bomb and World War II and so forth. So John Dewey's life really spanned a number of changes in our country and in our world. He was not just somebody who wrote about philosophy, he lived it. He established his own school with his wife Alice at the University of Chicago, a school that's still going today called the Laboratory School. And so John Dewey enacted the kinds of things that he talked about: democratic learning, learning by doing, the importance of context in education. All of those things were done by Dewey. He also, in addition to writing many volumes of academic books and so forth, Dewey wrote for the public. He wrote newspaper articles, magazine articles, opinion pieces. He was involved in all the kinds of issues of the day. His ideas are important to education today because we still have not gotten a sense of the importance of learning individually. An individual student brings a certain context and history to his and her learning, and a teacher must know that. Dewey recognized that. At the same time, Dewey recognized the importance of learning in a group or a community, learning from others that are unlike you. That's the essence of a democracy, is that you have many different voices and you learn from those people. And Dewey celebrated that. I think Dewey would be quite critical of the standards and assessment movement that we have in this country, and how it ignores the contexts of teaching and ignores what students bring to the classroom. Dewey was a person who did not see any sort of artificial division between academic and vocational learning. He thought that they were two sides to the same issue, to the same project. His students in his school learned by doing, learned by active, hands-on kinds of learning within the classroom, but also outside, constructing things and learning about tools and occupations. I think Dewey would think that, certainly we need to have people that are well prepared in the STEM disciplines: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We need to have people who are also prepared in the humanistic disciplines. And Dewey was somebody who, especially towards the end of his life, saw the role and importance of art. And by art, Dewey did not necessarily mean fine art that you see in a museum, but he thought about art as experience, as that kind of consummate experience in which some things come together and crystallize for you, that you can use to think about how the world is put together, what is important. Art can teach us that.